What's going on, Melody? What's going on, Stoic? All right, all right. Let me find the proper image to put up while we listen to her talk. Salute to everybody. Hit that like button as you come in, as the lady suggested. I greatly appreciate that. All right. Get rid of that. Put that one there. All right. Actually, I'm going to do a countdown on this one because there's so much I got to do that here. Welcome to the Game Changer 00100 show. I'm your host, Game Changer, and today I'm going to review a video of a young lady who had something very interesting to say. She is basically telling women the reason why men aren't spending money on you. Apparently, it's a given that he's supposed to spend for you. Now, traditionally, that is the case. However, I don't think we're dealing with traditional women. Now, the short answer to that question is the reason that men are no longer spending money on you is because you broke from tradition. That's what feminism is. It's a break from tradition, meaning that men stop doing their traditional parts as well. Women who come from places, regions in this world where they didn't break from tradition, they don't seem to have this problem at all. So they're going to be in this state of confusion for some time. And that's where the game girls come in. And by game, I mean the female equivalent to the game guys, which is the bag women. So just when I thought I came across the Shira Sevens, and who's the one that got arrested? I forget. But you know, the one that got arrested. And just when I felt that I got enough of those, someone else came into my feed. Now, much like all these game chicks, they are okay. So let me show you her picture. Let's start there. Men, the title of her video is "Men Aren't Spending Money on You. Here's Why." Now, let me just share one of her Instagram pictures. And here we go. Okay, so that's her. Like her lips, like her body. Her body is fake, and I'm not sure, thank you, Michaela Pink, and I'm not sure if her lips are fake too. But she has a video talking about liposuction, and judging from how she looks in other ones, you know, like more recent stuff, it seems like this is more of a temporary thing. Because this is one of her more recent videos. Now, she's not big here, but you can tell that the effects of the lipo is wearing off. You could kind of see the lipo effects wearing off here. Now, what does it mean? Well, you know, I'll do a separate video. I'll do a separate video explaining exactly what it means when she does lipo and how you should react. Now, she is teaching young ladies to be sugar babies. And what's the best way to do it? Now, we don't know if she's under 30, 205 Will. We don't know yet. All right, so let's play the video. Fair use, people. Fair use.
3 things that you need to ask yourself. Have you asked?
Some of these chicks' voices be annoying as I don't know what. It seems like it's a subtle yelling at, I don't know.
How you asked and why you asked. The how you asked. Did you have a soft tone? Did you ask over phone? Did you ask over text message? Did you ask them how was their day before you asked them for money?
Okay, that's decent advice. Yeah, it's probably Photoshop. And fellas, never go off of a chick's picture. Ever. Ever. In modern times, never go off a chick's picture. That's like going off of the menu. That's like going off of the menu at Burger King. Like you see the Whopper on the picture, that's not going to be the Whopper you get. Ever. That is never with modern times. No, with all the airbrushing and photo shooting and everything they got going on, what you see is never going to be what you get. So, fellas, before you go gaga over Avatar that you've seen on like Facebook or something like that, or where do people go for Tinder? Before you go gaga over that, you got to you know until she cams up, until you actually see her on camera, because this is her on camera. Like, same girl, but it's a lot less, it's just a lot less. Like, there's just something I can't quite put my finger on, but it's just something that's just a little bit, I can't quite say what it is, but it's just something that's just not quite, So, once again, camera, video, camera, video, camera, video. It's just something that's just, I can't quite say what it is, but it's just something that's just, and I used to online date, and I got that feeling a lot. Like, I knew it was the same person, but it was just something that was just something that's just not quite, it's just, you can't quite put your finger on it, but they just don't, and this goes for actors and stuff too. I want y'all to meet Jean-Claude Van Damme in real life. I want y'all to meet him in real life. And then you'll just get that feeling like, it's just something that's not quite Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's just something that's not too Van Damme. You kind of seem more like God damn instead of for Van Damme. Like, so that's the thing. With her, it's just something that's just not quite the same. Like, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh. So don't get excited over pictures, fellas. This is not the old-timey Polaroid black and white days. I don't know how they did it in the old-timey Tinder. I guess, you just meet somebody in a newspaper, you mail them a picture, and that the picture you got is going to be, the same effect. It's going to be the same effect. All right, let me continue.
Channel, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up because it's lit. Hit the notification bell below. Go ahead and subscribe and comment. I love to hear it. I love to hear your opinions, and I comment back and everything. Okay. And if you're a returning subscriber, then it's all love. It's the Finesse Family gang. And this video is,
speaking of which, hit the like button, people. Hit the like button.
It's going to be on how to ask a man for money and what are you doing wrong? What are you doing ghetto? What are you doing poor? What did you?
Oh, it's so funny. It is so spectacular. And I think Melody's going to do a video on this about black women wanting to be valley girls. We're talking about that. These chicks are really trying not to be ghetto. They have come to the conclusion that no one wants to sleep with Keisha anymore. They come to the conclusion that Keisha has a low SMV. It's been about 35 years. It's been about 35 years since LL Cool J came out with the song Around the Way Girl. I need a girl with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair, a Finley bag, and a bad attitude. That's all I need to get me in a good mood. That was like 35 years ago. Nobody want that crap now. Nobody is singing about, I want a bad attitude. Nobody's singing about extensions in their hair. So this is her trying to escape Keisha-hood. She's trying to escape the stigma of being Keisha. Let's continue.
If you'd like to know, stay tuned. Okay, so popular belief is that you have to act sad or you have to act a certain way for a man to spend money on you. And okay, so I want to start off by saying that needing nothing attracts everything. So,
do y'all hear this, fellas? Stop and think about that. Needing nothing attracts everything. Now, don't get me wrong. I never tried to finesse a man out of money. And I could somewhat see the logic of it, because like if you say you're negotiating for a raise or a salary or something like that, it does help to say I can leave at any point. You know, I can just walk away and still maintain a lifestyle. I get the logic behind it as it applies to that analogy. But you see, in that analogy, your work has value. You have value to the company. The value you bring to the company exceeds the cost of your salary. That's why they hire you. Even if you are, say, you work at Burger King, like I used to, and you flip 20 burgers an hour, and those burgers sell for 99 cents. Back in the day, at a 99-cent Whopper. So basically, they make $100, or they make $20 an hour off of your flipping, and of which they give you $4.25. That's how much I made when I worked at Burger King. So if I were to say, hey, could you raise it to $6, they're still coming ahead. Now, of course, there's the cashier and everything like that, but, you know, bear with me for a second. And I flipped way more than 20 an hour, come to think of it. But, you know, bear with me for a second. So, yeah, that is your value. And as long as your value exceeds your cost, then it is a reasonable ask. However, this isn't a video on how to increase a woman's value. This is a video on how to appear more valuable without actually being more valuable and then asking. Now, a woman who is poor, who needs money, according to her, is less likely to get it. So in her brain, a woman can come to a guy and say, I need $200 or I will be homeless. And he'll say, tough titty, be gone with you, and watch her get evicted. And the same woman, instead, if she says, I need $200 to, say, I don't know, buy something for my car, or I need $200 for the new iPhone or something like that, he'll say, oh, okay, here you go. I don't know. Maybe y'all could tell. Once again, I never tried to finesse a guy out of money, so I don't know if that's accurate. Is it, like, you know, are guys more willing to give women who already have money? Because everybody knows the stove story. I mean, she didn't have a stove. I wouldn't have got her one if she had one.
if you feel like you have to be desperate or you have to be greedy or needy to get money from a man or from your significant other or from a sugar daddy or from anybody, then you are wrong, and I'm happy that you're watching this video. Popular belief is that you have to come off with a sad story or a desperation or anything like that. And I want to tell you right now, like, in real life, guys don't care. In real life, men don't care.
Now, I'm speaking for the few. I'm speaking for the few out there, because I care. Like, I care a lot. I give more to people who need it than people who don't. And let's keep the romantic stuff out of it for a second. Let's keep the, relationship, girlfriend, boyfriend. Let's keep that out of it for a second. Like, say you have one brother that is a lawyer, right? He's a big time lawyer and, he makes all this money and stuff like that. And you have another brother who lost an arm in the war. And you go to a restaurant that's expensive. Whose meal are you going to cover? I mean, because you do care. No matter what, you just like, something, I got your meal. I got, you had a bad run of things, Or a guy that was, falsely convicted of a crime. Whose back would you have? Like, and therefore, even though he was a lawyer, he now can't find work because he was falsely, like, it's weird. Like, okay, all right, here's a perfect example. That chick, the GoFundMe chick, right? She was arrested or had her children taken away to child services or something for leaving her baby with her 9-year-old daughter. How much did she get from GoFundMe? She got like hundreds of thousands of dollars that she used to buy a house. Because she needed it. People seem to respond more when people need it. Like, if that's the case, why don't she just say, I have all this, but I want a little bit of more gimme? So Brian Washington says, but wait, I thought they didn't need a man. You see, this is their way of trying to keep the whole I don't need a man trope going, while at the same time getting stuff. See, they're saying basically what she's essentially trying to get at is, I still want you to think I don't need you, but I want you. Let's continue.
They don't care that you're at your wits' end and you have nowhere to go and nothing to see. They don't care that, oh my God, like my car broke down 7 times in 3 weeks. Like, they do not care. Honestly, they don't. And I'm going to tell you why they don't care, because no one cares.
I mean, the more you suck my penis, the more I care. But why do you think a person that wouldn't care about that would care about other stuff? This is weird. Hit the like button, people. This is weird.
No one cares. I promise you, no one cares. And I've said this in my videos because I have acute narcissism. Everybody has a little narcissist.
Anybody that tells you they're a narcissist is likely suffering from low self-esteem. They're just counteracting it to ward off depression.
In them where they care more about self, and that's okay. A little bit is okay. I've never been diagnosed by a doctor. I don't want anybody to comment like, oh, she's a narcissist, because you'd be wrong, partially. Everyone is really, not everyone, but a lot of people think that the sadder the story, the more money you get. And it's actually quite the opposite, because when you put those burdens on people, you put that heavy, sad energy, that draining, your demons that you are fighting, supposedly, so some of y'all be making these stories up, and you put it on somebody, they wouldn't care. They're not going to want that negativity around. Guys are not going to want consistently a woman calling them oh, can I get $50? Like, I just really need $50. Or can I get $500? I just really need $500. Like, I broke my pinky. I don't have car insurance, so they took the car.
I don't get the logic here. I mean, guys don't like money calls, period. Whether it's something that they need, like a broken pinky, or something that they want, like, you spilt some wine on your shoes and now you need $900 for some more shoes. Like, it doesn't really matter which one. Like, if a guy doesn't care, he's not going to care.
And they took the car to Hawaii. Now Hawaii, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to hear it. And ladies in the comments, where do you guys plan on going from there? From starting off with your car breaking down, from starting off to that you're in the hospital, from starting off with your rent is past due, from starting off with you need your car insurance money. Like, where do you think that you're gonna go from there? To like, okay, everything is messed up in my life, to now can I get $1,200 to go to Bora Bora with my friends? I need, to pay for the flight. Like, do you think you can go from car broken down, about to get evicted, student loans past due, to can I get a trip to Bora Bora? That's just
okay. I'm be honest with you. I don't know where Bora Bora is. Haven't a clue. I've traveled a bit. I do not know where in the world is Bora Bora. I think that's where Carmen Sandiego lives. And Crystalline Carrison's husband. I think that this is just, okay, French Polynesian. Thank you. So at what point is that appropriate to ask in a relationship? Like, at what point in a relationship? Because think about it for a second. Is it okay for a woman to ask that after a year of sucking your penis? After 2 years of sucking your penis? After 5 years of sucking your penis? Like, at what point is it okay to say, you know something? I would like for you to pay for a vacation that I'm going to have without you, even though I have the money to pay for it myself. Now, let's just say it is 1 year of sucking penis that it is safe to ask, right? Then wouldn't it be safe to say that you've been sucking penis for 365 days and all you got to show for it is a $500 ticket? You've literally been sucking penis for $1.65 a day. You have literally sucked penis for $1.65 a day. Ladies, that's what she's trying to convince you to do. Now, a practical man is just going to say yay or nay. I mean, he might say yay because it was front loaded, meaning that, he already got the he may say nay because he already got the penis suckings. So he's just like, oh, okay, yeah, we could keep this going for another year. Or he just may say nay, forget it, don't want any more. I'm going to move on to the next chick who thinks she can finesse me out of a trip to Bora Bora. And then I think she's trying to create the illusion like she's asking for these trips like the first 2 days of knowing the guy. Like, hey, daddy, I want to go to Bora Bora. Like, excuse me? If a chick asked me some, I would honestly. I thought that it was a fake place. I thought she was talking about Gullah Gullah Island. Like, I thought it was something like, let's all go to Gullah Gullah Island. By the way, yeah, if you my age, You know that. You know that song. But yeah, that was a kid show that came out, Gullah Gullah Island. But my mom wanted me to be a kid like that. Just a quick segue. My mom wanted me to be a kid like that because San Francisco is where they do that stuff. San Francisco is where they did Barney. You know, I love you, you love. They did Barney there. They did Romper Room there. They did Sesame Street there. They did Sesame Street there, and she said, "Do I want to do that? Do I want to be on it?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't want to be on there." As a kid, so don't think you'll figure out what I look like by watching Sesame Street or Barney or something like that. But yeah, it's in San Francisco, so it would have been easy for me to do. All right, let's continue.
That's not how it works. But actually how it does work, if you guys want to know a little secret, is starting off with fun things. Guys like to pay for fun things. And
yes, we like to pay for fun things for ourselves. We like to pay for the stove that you get me sandwiches on. I'm talking about grilled cheese sandwiches. We like to pay for the bikini that you wear. We like to pay for the lingerie that you wear. We don't like to pay for you to go to an island at which time I'm not having sex with you. Where are they getting this stuff from? Guys like doing that. Yeah, well, you know, want to know what guys don't like? Guys don't like being told what guys like. Like, yes, we do like paying to send your vagina away somewhere. Like, the whole purpose of your company is sexual gratification. The whole point of your existence to me is sexual gratification. And you're saying that I should pay to not sleep with you? Let's continue.
The hair and the nails, in the grand scheme of things, they like to pay for that. But
yes, because these are things that visually benefit us. These are things that generally benefit us. Kind of like you having a pinky benefits us somehow, just so we not that dude walking around with a chick with one pinky. She was trying to be an AKA, but she only had one pinky. Those of you who know about the AKAs know how funny that is. But basically, AKA's sign is to hold their pinky up. And if you're missing a pinky, you can't do that. But anyway, I'm a funny dude. But yeah, we pay for the things that benefit us. So yeah, like if you are, you know, on some rent stuff or something like that, then a guy is probably more likely to do it because he don't want to be, you know, sleeping on some homeless chick. So yeah, if it benefits us, the guys who do buy, that's what providing is. They're providing for you to benefit us. They put food in you to benefit us. They buy leg wax to benefit us. You know, they buy liposuction to benefit us. They're doing it to benefit us. You're trying to get guys to say, oh, here's something that solely benefits me. I want to welcome Dallas Cowboy to the fold. I appreciate you, brother. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thank you for becoming a channel member. All right, let's listen some more.
If you tell them that you're going to a spa day with your friends, and you know, you got to be seductive. You guys, you got to be sensual with it. You got to have a mouthpiece, okay? You got to.
These get the bag chicks are the female game, dudes. It's all about mouthpiece. You got to have mouthpiece. You got to have mouthpiece.
Be able to stroke their ego to get what you want. I say this all the time.
You got to be able to stroke something. That's for dang sure. You got to stroke something.
But if I was to ask, a sugar daddy or any guy, like, babe, I really want to go to the spa day with my friends. Don't you want to treat me? Don't you want to spoil me today, baby? Please. And then I was then like, sometimes.
Oh, well, if that works, fellas, forget it then. I really want to go to the Asian massage joint. Don't y'all want to spoil me? Don't y'all want to send me cash apps? I mean, hey, if that thinking and that logic works, then please send some bread.
Have a face of me doing. I would probably send a meme. I wouldn't send my face, but I mean, I could, and something like that. And it.
So this is the face she gave. Hold on. Let me see if I can pause it at the right point.
My face, but I mean, I could, and something like that.
Okay. I think that she's overlooking the fact that there's benefits to him for you going to the spa. You go there to beautify yourself for him. You go there to soften your skin for him. You go there to wax yourself for him. You go there and get your mani-pedis for him. So since he like having you, it's kind of like sending the car to the car wash, just a female version. Like he's sending you to a place to get detailed. So yeah, if he's a sugar daddy type, then that's what he's doing. That's like it's practical for him to do that.
And it will work because it's like, okay, she's being a brat about going to the massage parlor, but it's not dire need. So, they're seeing you on your stuff, your bills are not past due or whatever. So now you can start sending pictures of bags and shoes.
You could start sending pictures of bags and shoes. Okay.
And things like that. And then I always say, like, you don't even have to buy these things. You can use that to pay your rent or whatever like that. But gradually you would send things.
So you get a picture of a bag. And see, I'm not that dude. I'm not that dude. I don't have it because I know that bags cost like 4 to 5 figures. So I'm not at the economic level to where it would have to be an amount to where if I check my bank account, I wouldn't notice it missing. But, I would notice like these $9,000 bags that they're talking about. Like I would notice that. So no. So according to her, there's guys out there and she's selling this fantasy. We don't know if she actually has any sugar daddies that's doing stuff like this. She's just selling the fantasy of bags. There's this guy out there that if you send him a picture of a bag and you give that face that she gave, he would just buy it for you because of vagina. He wouldn't buy a more attractive woman who actually needs it something, but he would buy her. Okay.
Things that are fun. I'm going here, or I'm going here. And they'll see you doing all these things and they want to add to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I don't know what the F you're saying. I don't know what the F you're saying. If you think that sugar daddies have sugar babies because he wants to see them have fun, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. He doing it because he wants to have his own fun. Like, you have a job to do and you do it and you get money for doing it, or you get bags for doing it. He wants to see you have fun. And then I'm gonna tell you at the end of this, I'm gonna tell you what about this video really, really got under my skin. But I'm gonna start here.
And this is guys that you built relationships with or whatever. But I'm trying to tell you guys, like, a guy seeing you on your stuff, and I'm not saying independent woman, we don't need no man. I'm saying, like, I want to be spoiled because I want someone to understand my value because I can do it for myself. You know what I'm saying?
No, I do not. That made no sense at all. I want somebody that understands my value because I can do it by myself. What? If women think that they can base their value on how much they make, and this is common amongst the B-dubs. This is commonplace amongst the B-dubs, to where they think that, oh, my value is how much money I make. No, the guy's value is how much money he makes. Your value is aesthetic and your ability to parent and your ability to make me a sandwich. Now, if you go around asking for trips to Bora Bora, then you obviously are bad at these things. Keep it a buck. So your value isn't how much money you make. You're confusing cost with value. You're assuming just because you cost a certain amount that is your value, because you're selling the women on the idea that they can set their own value by setting their own cost. And we wonder why there's so much debt amongst the B-dub. And that's why they max out their debt trying to appear to have greater value, thinking that somebody is going to come along and clean it up.
Oh, I can do it for myself, I don't need no help, or not, I can't even do it for myself and I want you to do it for me. There's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this. There's the poor, and then there's the I'm above getting money from men, and then there's me. I'm in the middle. I'm like, I'm gonna get your money, I'm gonna take my money and put it together, put it in the bank, and I'll go about my business. You know what I'm saying? But building up these relationships, and this is
fellas, y'all hear this? And then there's me. I'm going to take your money and I'm going to take my money and then I'm going to put it together and start a business. Not a family. Oh, no. Not a family. I'm going to start a business. Because that is my life goal. And our shared life goal is for you to see me start a business. Ever notice how so many B-dubs' life's goal doesn't include the BM? Ever notice that? Their lifetime goal is never love, marriage, baby carriage. That means I would have to get somebody a sandwich one day.
Really just like a little finesse talk, because I know you ladies think that coming off desperate and needy and like, babe, I'm 200. short on something like, yes, some guys be like, oh, well, you know, why would I pay for you to go on a vacation that I'm not going on and all this other stuff? That's where the mouthpiece comes from. That's where.
Oh, so she read my mind. By the way, I didn't watch the whole thing. I seen the first couple of minutes. I'm like, oh, yes. Oh, yes. She's going to get it. Game Changer's going to give it to you. Gonna give it to you. R.I.P. R.I.P. DMX. GC's gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. Yes. Yes. She read my mind. Why would he pay for a vacation that he's not going on? That he's not benefiting from? Number 16 said mouthpiece equal D sucking. Salute to you. Thanks for being a channel member. Oh man. This is I'm telling you, these bad chicks are female game people.
Where the swindling of it all comes from. That's from, babe, don't you want me to live my best life? Don't you want me to do this? Oh
gosh. Gosh, my head. My head. Is there a good way to put that? Baby, don't you want me to live my best life? What? No. I want you to spend the rest of your life sucking my penis and get me sandwiches. Oh, you want me barefoot and pregnant? You damn right I do. If you know a better way to have babies and a clean carpet, I'd like to hear it. Other than that, yes, understand, I want barefoot pregnant. Your best life. What? How do I benefit from your best life? Explain me, how do I benefit from your best life? Tell it to my penis. Penis. Tell it to my penis. Tell my penis that. Tell my penis everything you say with the expressions on your face that you think is oh so alluring or whatever. Tell that to my penis and see the reaction you get. Tell my penis. Say, GC's penis, don't you want me to live my best life? If your best life includes me in the anal, it does. I do. Outside of that, I don't want to hear crap. F your best life. Get me sandwich. Suck my penis. Breastfeed my children. Your best life.
Don't you want me to do that? And be like, never mind, I'll just get it for myself. And it works every time. Like, no, I didn't say that I wasn't going to pay for it for you. I was just asking, why is it, you know what I'm saying? Or I would even go about, like, I just finished paying all my bills, and now my sisters are taking a trip to Rome. And I'm like, my sister wants to pay for my ticket, but I'm just like, I don't want her to, the whole thing on her. Look, y'all, I use this always. Child. Bless whoever watched this video. My sisters have been to Rome 3 times. Never been. But I always say, like,
so she attempts to finesse guys out of trips to Rome. I was going to save this for the end, but I'm going to say it now. These chicks are just asking for money to get money. See, in their brain, in their vagina brains, what they think is the more money you have, the more money men give you. And they're trying to create this perpetual cycle of give me. They want to put men on this extraordinary trick bag that never really pans out in real life, unless you just like this exceptional chick. They want to create a cycle of, I have it because you gave it to me, and you gave it to me because I have it. I have it because you gave it to me, and you gave it to me because I have it. I have it because you gave it to me, and you gave it to me because I have it. They're trying to create that cycle. For example, a guy says, please, don't you want me to live my best life? This is what goes on in their imagination, by the way. This probably doesn't really happen like that in real life. But so they go up to a guy and say, don't you want me to live my best life? I really want to go to Rome with my sisters. And instead of her buying her the ticket, he actually gives her the money for the ticket, in cash for whatever strange reason. And, she takes it. Or let's just say she does take the trip to Rome, right? So she takes a trip to Rome. And then she's going there. It's not like she's interested in ancient Roman civilization. It's not like she's there to see, what they call Jupiter's stone. Well, that's in Greece, but yeah, what they call Jupiter's stone or the wall or any of the history, the Colosseum. She's just going to take selfies there. So then she can go to the next guy and say, well, I've been to Rome. Therefore, the price of my punani has increased because I've been to Rome. And then he gives her money and she takes pictures on her own yacht. And then she's like, well, I have my own yacht. So the price of my punani has increased because I now have a yacht. So then the next guy, this is what they think is going to happen. This is what's going on in their imagination. So the next guy comes along and says, oh, well, here's a private jet. They think that they could just use the capital that they gained from the previous guy to go to the next guy. And on and on and on and on.
My sisters have been to Rome. They're going to Rome, and I just really want to go with them. They're going to pay for my ticket, but I'm like, should they even pay for my ticket when I have a man like you in my life? A strong, muscular, handsome.
Does she think we're 12? Does she think that we're 12? Ooh, she called me muscular. What? Oh, she called me muscular. I'm muscular. What? Okay, here's the money. Enjoy Rome. And now as she's telling the story, she's not actually going to Rome. But she's telling her audience, just like the game Nagagas, she's telling her audience that these type of people exist in high numbers in real life. That these type of guys exist in large quantity in real life.
Bald head men, why did they have to pay for my ticket? You know what? Just forget it. I'll just have my.
Yeah, I think he'll just say, okay, go ahead. And, they'll pay for your ticket. That's great. Have a nice trip. Now, don't get me wrong. There are people who do stuff like that and they won't miss it. Oh, that's what I was going to say. She actually believes that this guy exists and he's not going to ask for pictures. He's not going to ask for souvenirs. He's not going to say something like, I just paid for your trip and you didn't bring me back a keychain? You didn't bring me back anything? You didn't bring me back like, a glass or a clay Leaning Tower of Pizza souvenir? Pizza? You didn't bring me back a t-shirt? You don't have pictures of you like next to the Pope? Anything? She's trying to make it seem like she does this all the time. Because there's so many guys out there that's just dishing out tickets to Rome for chicks that they met for short periods of time. Because once again, if this is after a year, then that means that she's been sucking penis for a year and all she got was a trip to Rome, which is a good deal for him. But, she's trying to make it seem like she's finessing these guys. And after a week, she says, trip to Rome. And they're like, here you go. You did say I was muscular.
Slave and pay for my ticket, I'll be in debt for the rest of my life. No, seriously. So no, I wouldn't say that part. But I'm just saying, like, and in y'all, I'm telling you, vacations are never going to get played out. Nail shop runs are never going to get paid out, and nail shop runs aren't ghetto. Because I'm telling you, don't act like you're in dire need. I would send them pictures like, "Hey babe, I'm at the nail shop, and this is how much it costs," and then put a sad face and be like, "I guess I'll pay for it." And then 9 times out of 10, they will offer. If they're a generous man, they will offer it. Who are the
I don't know if she's talking pre or post sex. Because she's telling like how to ask, but she's not really going over when to ask. Like, is this like how far in the relationships is something like this appropriate to ask?
Total package. A guy has nothing. Like, he has no choice but to either step up to your level or step down. So if you come as the total package, like you already come.
No, he has the option to step away. He has the option to step away. Actually, he has an option to go to Italy himself. Truth be told, and get with a Italian chick. He has the ability to go to wherever country you got your hair from and get one of those. And if he's truly balling, he has the ability to run a genetic scan of your hair and then go to the country that it came from and have a hair sample and say, if you match this hair, I will give you $1,000. And then all the locals will come up, because these women, if you sold your hair for 50 cents, then you need the money. So, and then track down the individual woman that the hair came from and get with her. He has that ability. He has the ability to go out and find like a bohemian woman that's 300 pounds in the deepest, darkest forest of the Amazon, whose name is, and he could say to, I'm going to call you Ruby, and I'm going to take you to get lipoed. And I'm going to take you to get whatever else you need, and the spa treatments and stuff like that, and the eyelashes and all the fake crap that you have on. I'm going to turn into you. He has that ability.
With everything put together, I wouldn't be hanging out with somebody that wants to 50-50. Like, I would be being around men, i.e.,
I wouldn't be hanging around somebody who wants a 50-50. Now, this is very interesting, because y'all know how I feel about 50-50. I'm a traditional. However, you would have to be traditional too. You want a situation where he pays 100% and you keep all your money, but it's like, no, you make yourself available to get me sandwiches at all times. And it's like, you want to be single with the benefits of a relationship. You want him to be 100% masculine for you while you're not 100% feminine for him. In other words, you want 100%. There's certain jobs and duties that you are required to do, and paid vacations are not included unless we take them together. That is what the 100% is about.
It's going to pay my bills, or help me pay my bills. And like I said, gradually that will happen. From the vacations, it's easier. Another example, I'm going to repeat myself. It's easier to go from nails, shoes, bags, vacations, paying my bills, then car broke down, rent past due, phone cut off.
So that's the plan? She says nails, you're like, okay. and then she's just trying to like move it along to vacation. Because once again, I think that doing a cost benefit analysis, because you know there's time between each one. There's nails, and then there's bags, and then you know like it's constantly there's time between it. Like first 6 weeks, you know, she asked for nails, and then you know second 6 weeks she asked for shoes, then bag, then you know then vacations, right? So let's just say this is like a 6 month period that passed by. How much did he spend versus how much did you give? Because I still think that this kind of equates to $2 BJs. Maybe my math is off, but I think that if you divide it, especially if you stop like right before the really ridiculous bag stage starts happening, I think that it comes out to about $2 BJs. Let's stop at the nails. Let's just stop at the nails for a second, right? So you get 2 weeks of BJs. And Melody, how much is nails? How much is nails?
Hey GC. Well, for a regular nail set, it's only $40, but the nails I get are like $100.
$40. Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, hers is regular. Well, maybe you could tell me.
I like,
Are these regular?
they look regular. I like gel. I like gel on my nails.
Okay. I don't know what that is. Don't care. But if I
Yeah.
see it and I like it, I'll be like, oh, okay, that's nice. Okay. So she has $40 for nails, right? Now, keep in mind, for those of you who've been with me for a while, you would know that in the Dominican, I interviewed a couple of prostitutes. So this is maybe over a year ago now. I went there and I went to the red light district, and I went there to film them, but you can't do that. That's illegal. So I just broadcast from there, and a couple of girls came up to me and they wanted to sell me some pussy. And I was saying as politely as I can, no, thank you, but here's some money and go and buy some ice cream. They took the money, bought some French fries, and then came back to the table. They would not leave. They were aggressive. And it was two of them, so I decided to interview them. I asked them how much for the both of them. And they said $40. So, fellas, you would get a deal if you slept with her for 2 weeks for $40, because they were talking about like one night or one instance, you know, whatever you call it. So yeah, that's the situation. Like, she's selling herself. Let's just say you spend 10 days in it. Let's just say by the time she asked to get her nails done for the first time, you had already hit it 10 times, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you spent $4 a pop. You spent $4 a pop on it. And this is what they're teaching other women to do, to sell their vaginas for $4. Shout out to Bernard Riley. Bernard Riley, when you super chat him $10, he does this skit from Hamburger Hill. I think it's Hamburger, Full Metal Jacket. And he says, you know, what do I get for $10? Anything you want. That's $10 in Vietnam in the 60s. And she's doing it for $4 now. Women don't math. Women don't math. So at that point, and they think they're doing something. They think they're doing something at that point. They're saying, oh, yeah, he tricking on me. He got my nails done. $4. $4. Even if she got the $100, with like Melody said, with the gel in it. Even if she got the gel in it, you think it's $10. And you're saying to yourself, oh, I'm gonna get this dude. One day it's going to be a bag. It's going to be a bag. And let's not mention the pump and dumps. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. So basically, they go up to guys with money. He has the car, he has the house, he has the appearance of wealth, and he probably has the actual thing. And then they do him until they feel like asking to get their nails done. And he says, nope. Goodbye. That's when the dump comes. And they continue this process for about 10 guys. And then they get the nails done from the 10th guy. Do you know what that means, fellas? Men math. Do you know what that means? It means that her net profit per encounter was $1. She was hollering for $1. And they are selling this like it's a good thing. They are selling this like it's a good thing. Meanwhile, Rebecca, she got, her name on the house, her name on the car. She got the kids that she picks up. She got the private school education for the kids. She feed them Whole Foods and stuff like that, and you are getting your nails did. Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Oh! And by the way, if you get the cheap nails like the one she got, it's 40 cents an encounter. It's 40 cents, which means she went through 10 penises 10 times. And this is what she has to show for it.
Yeah, those the $40 nails right there, definitely.
This is what she has to show for it.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing these nails are going to get her is some more penis. Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. You poked my heart. You poked my heart.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
And a raggedy weave, not to mention.
Oh crap! How much is the weave? Give me an appraisal.
Well, if you want like extensions, you paying $150 or more. I don't know what kind of weave she got.
She got the mystery weave.
Yeah,
Right.
she probably got the glue. The glue is probably like $5 a track.
Oh crap!
She probably paying like $30 for a glue in.
Oh crap! Oh crap! They are winning. They are winning. Hit the like button, please. All right, let's continue.
Vacations, like, do y'all see? There's no correlation. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no correlation. And I say on my Patreon, oh yeah, if you guys are new, go ahead and join my Patreon because that's where my extra finesse tips are. But I say on my Patreon all the time, be a damsel in distress.
Okay. She has a Patreon. That's good. Good for her. Good for her. If you send your money to somebody who specializes in finessing money out of people, you should really reevaluate. You should look up the word irony and start there.
distress, not some damsel in some mess. You know what
Okay, right there. She said something that was semi R word. And by R word, I mean somebody with an IQ below 70, R word. Like, she said something that was semi R word in the context that she's saying it, but I'm going to repeat it.
you gotta do? Go ahead and join my Patreon because that's where my extra finesse tips are. But I stay on my Patreon all the time.
You're being finessed for advice on how to finesse. Oh, this is just too interesting. Okay.
Be a damsel in distress.
Be a damsel in distress?
What?
You just said don't come with hard situations. Don't come and say my pinky is off. If your pinky is off, then you are a damsel in distress. If your rent is due, then you are a damsel in distress. You were saying don't be that. Now you're saying be a damsel in distress. I'm a damsel in distress. I need a vacation to Bora Bora. What? This is the exact opposite of everything you've been saying for the last 8 minutes. The exact opposite.
That's some damsel in some mess. You know what I'm saying? And every once in a while, like you guys don't even have. Here's my thing: is if he has it, he's going to give it to you because you are the woman that he wants to provide for.
If he has it, he's just going to want to give it to you because you're the woman he wants to provide for. Now, there's no advice on how to become that woman. What does one do to become that woman? Because I tell you what one do is called getting me a sandwich. It's because you're that one. And if you're not that one, you just cry colorism until you become that one.
How you doing, folks? How you doing?
Hey, Mel.
What's up?
Hold on.
So, Classy Young Man says, not giving you anything.
Hey, Classy. Yeah, I mean, basically, she got to earn it. I don't understand what's up with these Keishas.
Exactly. You haven't earned it.
Let me guess. This is another video of a chick that thinks she know what men want from her point of view.
Yes.
That are going to us and let us tell them, and it backfires.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
All right, let's continue.
Classy.
All you have to do is be the full package. All you have to do is be the total package, and they will provide for you.
A lot of girls be like, oh, well, guys won't spend money on me, or guys won't spend money on me, or guys are not spending money. And
I'm just like, where? Like, who is not spending money? Because tell me if y'all are not at the mall. Oh, this is even in whole tactics. Tell me if y'all.
This is even in hoe tactics. Oh gosh.
Once again, she thinks she know what men want, based upon her point of view.
I gotta hear where she's going with the hoe tactics. Hold on.
Y'all are not at the mall and y'all don't see couples shopping and Gucci and Louis and all that other stuff, or if y'all not on vacation.
I don't know if I actually see that. For one, I and this was before COVID. I don't really go to the mall like that, and I don't think anybody does. So yeah, I don't think that they are seeing that.
She knows how to fleece suckers. That's the problem, and thinks that's every man.
Well, she's trying to sell the illusion that these guys are in high numbers and that the women that want them are in low numbers.
Mm-mm.
And y'all don't see couples on vacation, or if you're not at dinner with all your homegirls, and you see a bunch of couples at dinner. Men are spending money. Men are spending money, and they are out there. So don't just think because you ran into one dusty that they're not spending money. And also, don't think that your little racket you've been using to get $50 there and $100.
You just talked about buying food, didn't you? Did you say something about buying dinners and something? I don't know.
There, $2 there, like. You didn't play the game right. You haven't played the game right.
Wait. Where did the accent go? Remember the Valley Girl accent? Where'd it go?
Exactly.
You hear the
Exactly.
real accent, the real her.
Where'd it go?
Exactly.
really
And,
Went
sound
away when she
Keisha.
got mad because she couldn't get what she wants.
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
they think that they can hold it up. They think that they can keep on that act long enough for us to, give them the bag, give them a bag. That's why you have the $40 nails. Like you thought that you couldn't even hold 12 minutes.
See that whole baby girl act, speech, voice she tried to prove it. It's not gonna hold up very long, man. She piss her off. Let's
Exactly.
hear the real
No.
her.
Then she started sounding like Keisha real quick. Dusty this, dusty that, blah, blah,
Yep.
blah, blah, blah. Oh, please.
The thing is that these girls cannot sustain a long-term conversation about anything that a high-value man cares about without going into that.
Yo, game changer. Yo, I might be a little subject, but did you see the Fresh and Fit show on Saturday? Oh, you gotta check it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, we're playing focus on winning small battles when you should have been focused on winning the war. You feel me? So you guys focus on the wrong thing, and the little wins mean nothing. The desperation means nothing. And I cannot stress this enough. It does not.
So how come the little wins mean nothing? And she talked about the nails, which is $100 at most.
Oh my God.
They're tired. Men are tired of it. They're tired of it. And I'm not saying that if you ask for a lavish vacation, a man's going to pay for it. If you ask for it.
That's exactly what you were saying, but go for it.
Anyway, because I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it on my Patreon. I'm seeing it on my comments on YouTube. Ladies, I see your comments. I try to like so many of them, but there's so many.
So this is much like a game Magada saying, they're selling you the fantasy. Could y'all mute up?
Oh yeah, sorry.
No worries. They sell you the fantasy, like, oh yeah, if you just do this, and mouthpiece, this will happen. And then at the end, they'll give a disclaimer. I'm not saying that if you use your mouthpiece and do this, this will happen. But that's exactly what you were just saying.
But see, the problem is the problem is that she is selling guaranteed. Just like some game dudes out there, they sell guarantees that you being straight up. This is not a guarantee, but you know what I'm saying? But you just have to take the steps. She's selling the 100% guaranteed and see how it's backfiring. That's why they probably complaining about it like the way they is.
Well, yeah. I mean, because it doesn't work, they're basically just putting this in there as, this is my list of complaints. What you're selling me doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Because men are not actually these straw men that you created. But that's what I'm saying. But they sell you on a concept, and then they just say, no guarantee at the end of it as a disclaimer. Kind of like they sell you on some medicine, like this medicine cures such and such, and then at the end of it, they give you like a list of side effects, and then say that it might not actually work.
Yeah.
I met a guy and now he's flying me and my friends to Hawaii, or I met a guy and he sent me $5,000. Like it's like it gives me, because I don't really need hope. I know men are spending money. I know you're not gonna have a problem if you don't come off desperate. And I hate, because I have 2 videos on how to get a guy to spend money, part 1, part 2.
Oh God.
Or how to ask a guy to spend money, part 1, part 2. And I feel like these are in this. I'm about to end the video, but I feel like 3 things that you need to ask yourself: have you asked, how you asked, and why you asked. The how you asked. Did you have a soft tone?
She's lying on everything.
Yeah.
She's lying on everything. Yeah, it was 5,000 cents.
I can school females out of juice dudes, man. Shit, she ain't doing it right.
I mean, it happens like on rare occasions,
it does.
Ordinarily rare occasions. And so many women get upset that it's not working. And then that's where you get the whole colorism complaints from. Like, why isn't this working? This worked for such and such. It must be colorism. It's like, what if it didn't work for such and such?
Because the big main factor is, where are you rating on the sexual scale? Not every female is a highly attractive 8, 9, 10, or even 6 or 7.
Well, I mean, even still, guys aren't spending money like $5,000 for the possibility of sex like that. I mean, there
Oh,
are
you'd be surprised though. Yeah, you'd be surprised.
no, there are a few. Don't get me wrong, but generally speaking, they're not. You have to offer
Yeah,
something
exactly.
that they feel is of substance.
Exactly. But we all know it's mostly the highly attractive females that can get that.
Yeah,
Not every
exactly.
female's attractive on that same level. And
Yeah,
that's the problem.
the younger, hotter, sexier, childless.
Mhm.
Yeah.
More in shape.
Protect them.
Right.
Did you ask them how was their day before you asked them for money? Some girls don't even like ask guys for money or whatever, and that's fine. To each his own. But don't say that guys aren't spending money because you never even asked. And then lastly, the why you asked. Why are you?
So apparently, and this is my first time ever seeing one of her videos, but apparently she's responding to women out there, and likely Black women, who are saying guys aren't spending money.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say that they're not spending it on certain types of women. And that's your type. That just so happens to be her type. And that's simply because men generally don't mind tricking. Generally speaking, they don't. And if Pablo's out there, he can vouch for me because we had talks on like Bernard's show and stuff. But men generally don't mind when they are of a certain income. They just don't want to be disrespected afterwards. And you take pride, I could tell from this video here, you take pride in disrespecting men who provide for you. You see, you don't have enough respect for two people in you. You either respect yourself or you respect the man. So in order for you to not feel like a 304, you got to make him feel like a TRICK. And that's why they don't. But you'll never say that because you don't want to give up your right to make him feel like a TRICK. Because if you did, you'll feel like a 304.
You ask them for the money, like, is it something that you really need or is it something that is for leisure? Because if it's something that you really need and it's dire, it's like, sis, you should be able to get that on your own. And there are men, because I have them. I have them. They're here.
Receipts. Receipts needed. I'm not talking about like an old school receipt with you and a wealthy guy and you took a picture of him, but you know, he does it with all of his fans. You know, like you take a picture with LeBron James and like, oh yeah, I had that. No, I'm talking about like actual receipts.
We see each other. That if I am stressed out and I am in a place where I really need help financially, that they will help me. And I know a lot of you women have that out here too. But these are people who are genuinely concerned about me, not somebody that I've been talking.
Yeah, we both know she's not going to ask for receipts.
Well, she said both.
Yeah.
Like she said have, and then she corrected and said had.
Yeah, see.
For 3 days, and I'm like,
hey, my car exploded. I need $16,000. Like,
come on now, ladies. But anyway, that's the end of my video. It's just a little pep talk or whatever. Give it a thumbs up if you guys liked it. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, codename Chanel. And join my Patreon if you need extra finesse tips. And you know, I'm out. So you already know how to do. I'm out.
She is hood as hell.
Well, she tried the Valley Girl thing. She tried.
Yeah, I
She
didn't
put
know
her
that.
best foot forward.
The funny thing about it is girls like this, they would actually fully admit, even in their videos, that they hate men.
Yep.
Like crazy. That's what happened on the Fresh and Fit show on Saturday. They had a girl like that, and she was like half black, half Spanish, half German, curveless thick. But she told about how she was with this rapper and everything. She said the rapper's name, some little pump or something like that, and he had this chick coming over, but he wasn't going to get none from her, and then left out there upset. and she talking about all the stuff that she go through with men, well, certain types of men, and now she literally went out and said, "Yo, I hate guys, I hate men." Yet you want them to spend the money on you, like you can't even.
Yeah, you expect that.
Exactly. Can't even keep that to yourself. You trying to juice, dude. You really a minute. So that shows how much these chicks be having respect for guys and shit.
Yeah, expecting a lot for very little
Mm-hmm.
is, and that's the thing. Like, reputedly, they've created a situation where everyone recognizes it as a bad deal. Like, what you're getting is far less than what you're putting into, or what the person is putting into. You want $5,000 for 3 days of companionship is what you're asking for. No one is going to, very few people are going to give you that. Where, other women are trying to like marry and sustain and take care of kids and stuff like that. You're offering 3 days of not sex, but you're selling it as if society works that way. And the women are telling you, like, listen, all these guys that you say exist, that's just dropping $5,000 because you blinked your eyebrows and you had your mouthpiece. It don't exist like that.
Nope. It's almost like how you hear some females talk so much about mental massages and all this crap, but yet those massages men you getting money from. By them being misogynists, glorifying you sexually, you're able to get money out of them, but you're still talking about them negatively.
Well, what do you mean by misogynist? Because I think
you know some females like okay. I'm gonna use a perfect example because I went through this on Facebook. I had this model looking chick that I met at a event, party event, at Mocha Fest, and she one of the models. That's what she does, online modeling and stuff like that. Half naked pictures, bikini pictures, and that stuff. And
what does she model?
She nothing famous like like so I could say, but
what type of product does she model?
Like probably like self modeling, like I'm putting in quotations and stuff. Yeah, but she does some I want to say professional modeling, like urban modeling. She's like a chocolate curvilicious model and stuff.
That's not a model. See, here's the thing. And I used to deal with chicks like this. Yeah. You're not a model when you're modeling yourself. There has to be a product. And this goes out to all these Instagram quote unquote models. What are you modeling, huh?
Yeah, that's why I'll put
a car. Are you one of the chicks that stand in front of a car and say, "This is the new Tesla"? If you don't have a product, if you do not have a product, you are not a model. Like if you are not on the runway modeling the clothes from the designer, then you are not a model. What are you modeling? Fake breasts? You are not a model. I hate you. I dated a chick like that. I'm a model, and she's always in some Nagaga's basement doing calendar shoots. And
that's what she does too. Yeah, or being a host at a party and stuff like that. Yeah, hired to be one of the hosts at a party event. That's what she does also too. And
exactly. Stand outside of a nightclb to get thirsty dudes to come in. Well, that is technically because you're modeling the nightclub. So I give that one to you.
Yeah, that's what she does, and of course she has an OnlyFans page. When I started posting like feminist agenda like crazy and stuff like that, and she tried to be like this feminist and stuff and got offended and stuff like that, I came at her like she called me misogynist. Well, you know what? I guess you're a misogynist. This coming from the woman that has an OnlyFans page, and being that you feel I'm a misogynist, feel like your places doesn't look good and everything. These are the type of dudes that pay your OnlyFans and give you money. They think of you as a sex object because you present yourself that way. But yet you want to be respected as an equal, strong-minded woman, blah, blah, blah. No.
No. Here's the thing. I'm not knocking a person's hustle. But what I'm saying is you got to get that first dollar for doing the thing you are. Like those community theater people.
Mm-hmm.
Until somebody gives you that first saw buck, you are not an actor or an actress. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, you're not. And you don't go up and do like a free Romeo and Juliet and call it nope. Until you get that first buck, You are not that. Even the people in the background, like I had a friend who he did a lot of extra work. And he was one of the people that was running scared on the first Incredible Hulk. Hey, he can rightly say he's an actor because he got that first buck. They give you like $100 for stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but until then, you're not what you say you are.
I
And
used to.
go for it.
Oh no, I was saying I used to get paid to be in underground videos, underground hip hop videos.
Okay,
mean-
so you can say that you are a video girl. You can say that.
Even though it was underground, I still got paid for it.
You got paid for it. It's a
Do it as a career.
with the actual product. But these Instagram models, you are not models.
Exactly.
I,
But the funny thing about it is, like I said, you know, you want to down the audience that's funding your lifestyle. So
Yeah.
you want to call men a misogynist, yet you want to be respected. So the whole thing is, okay, if you present yourself a certain way, you shouldn't be complaining. That's my whole beef. Like, you can't be complaining about toxic masculinity, but yet you're dressing half naked or naked, present yourself out there, getting money from dudes, and then want to complain later how these dudes ain't shit. The same dudes you saying ain't shit are funding your lifestyle.
right.
What's on your mind, Naf?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Good, brother.
So no, Mel is spot on, and
know.
I ain't. What's up, love? I ain't want to divulge too much, but because I know a Mocha Fest sick too. That's an IG model, and she has only. I was like, damn, is he talking about Shorty? Like, oh shit. But
I'll give you her name, man, right now. Her name is
nah,
Sweet
not
Fox.
here,
Don't dox
not
her,
here,
don't
not here. Yeah, because
Yeah,
like
don't
I
do
know
that.
her personally, and like we try to keep stuff somewhat discreet. But my point was like you said, because I'm the same way, and I literally was just saying this on you know what I'm saying, the breakdown. Like, yo, like, okay, Cat's been studying this shit for years, like, you know what I'm saying, and then shout out to Reddit and all these other posts. It's like on one hand, you have women that participate in this lifestyle and they want everything positive that comes with it. But then, like you said, like if you read some of the posts, it's like, oh, the lack of respect they have for the dudes, to Mel's point, that finance their lifestyle. Even if we talk about sugar daddies or sugar babies, it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, the disrespect is crazy.
And the funny about, I see this on porn stars Twitter pages so much.
Right.
Constantly, you see it online how they complain. They complain and talk so much trash about dudes,
Right.
yet you want to try to juice them for money based upon how sexual desire you are to them.
Right.
But you're still talking trash about them.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, I just
So wait, what happened? What happened on first? So you're saying that women who sell stuff, who sell themselves, don't have respect for their customers.
absolutely not. They look at them
Exactly.
like suckers, like they, like you said, Johns or whatever they want to call them. But there's no appreciation. So it's like, this is why, to bring it kind of full circle, where you hear game dudes that say like, yo, dudes that trick, they're suckers, because that's the stuff that where they're coming from. This is the stuff like we've all had. Well, I'm assuming we've all had these conversations. Like, depending on the type of dude that you are, at one point or another, you may know a chick that does OnlyFans, or she may actually be like a legit worker, and you can have conversations and get certain information. It's almost the equivalent of pillow talk. But if you are a certain type of dude to where women feel comfortable revealing information to you, you'd be like, damn, like, oh, okay. So it's how you look at it. Because one dude will look at it like, damn, these weak ass niggas is out here doing this. Another dude will look at it and be like, wow, you live the way that you live because these dudes are doing this. But you have no respect for that, man. Like, it's like, damn, like, oh, you really don't give a shit about these dudes. You'll play them, you'll do and say whatever, but then you'll talk about them. But then you'll also play the victim card, like, yeah, like these dudes be expecting this. So it goes to the bottom line is, you could say all of that, right? Be blatantly disrespectful to your quote unquote clientele, but then yet you also want to be respected by the guys that I guess you might see as somebody that can get you out of that lifestyle. You're doing what you want to do, right? To survive. So you say, so you want the respect of somebody that's like, listen, I'm out here, I'm getting it out the mud. I want that respect. But you'll disrespect the people that are helping you get out of that. And I'm trying to make this make sense, right? You'll disrespect the people that help you get out of that. The dude that's willing to spend thousands of dollars, spend time with you or fly you out, whatever it may be, right? For clout, you'll talk about them, you'll accuse them of accusations, whatever, but you still want to be respected as somebody that, like, I didn't have nothing, I had to do what I had to do, just didn't play victim, and this is what everybody is starting to see. And this is why, like, the whole game and that whole community is confused, and that entire conversation is so contentious, man. It's because this is what we're hearing. And again, this is only if you're somebody that most of the guys, at least on this side of this space, like, we have conversations like this, and we'll do the research, or get an article or something or come across and read it, and we'll just ask the question to challenge the narrative. That's all it's about. You know what I'm saying? Look, do what you want to do, but don't be mad at me if I say, wait, hold up. So XYZ, but XYZ. Make that make sense. And then you're like, that's what we're starting to see. So this shit is crazy, but Mel is spot on, man.
But also too, I would get on some of the guys also too and everything. Okay, your solicitation for prostitution, all right, let it be about that.
Right.
Stop trying to use that to get something serious out of this woman. It's like those narratives. Okay, you leave with your wallet, it's gonna end with your wallet. So you want to try to wife up a porn star or a sex worker, doing it that way, stuff like that. It ain't gonna end the way you think it is, and the way she thinks about you and everything is not the genuine way you think it is. So it's like, you know what? If you're going to trick, let it just be about that. Pay for play, that is it. Stop trying to I feel like that.
I think that she's lying about the nature of tricks. And yeah, I just think that she's lying about that. And I think that they probably do feel that way about it. Like, like those $40 chicks in the Dominican, I didn't have like long-term designs for them. And I don't think anybody did. Yeah, I think that she's exaggerating that. These guys just spending 5 racks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say she's lying, but you're spot on. She was probably over exaggerating. Yes, there are some girls that are able to juice dudes with a lot of money and stuff like that, more than what it is. But some females over exaggerate more than others, and then they act like every female is gonna get the same results as you. It's almost like you got some females that think that every female is a 10 based upon their personality, their accomplishments, and everything, they struggles, not just you're a 10 based on what we think about, us men think about you in looks, in sexuality, not based upon your personality and all that stuff. Sexual market value is based on your looks.
Hey Mel, we can make it a little more relatable. This will be a little uncomfortable. There are females in this space. They take issue with how fast Melanie and Jessica was able to come in this space and acquire the likes and subscribers that they did, compared to them in such a short amount of time. Like, wait a minute, hold on. These bitches came in. So that's how the game works. The difference is, like, they're not necessarily like, soliciting sex, if that makes sense. Pay for play.
No, that makes perfect sense.
But if we were to equate it to that, that's what we're talking about. So like, one chick can start an OnlyFans and she can encourage her homegirls, like, yo, girl, you need to do this. I'm killing the game. You know that bitch is not gonna fuck with you, but this is how deceitful women can be. That chick is not as pretty as you, but you'll encourage her. You'll be her girlfriend and tell, nah, girl, you should do it. You should, you got pretty feet. And then she start lying, you got big titties. Whatever it is, she gonna say that, but she know that she's not gonna ever exceed the numbers that she's doing.
Of course,
but she'll encourage her to get out there and do it too, for the overall collective. Like, okay, I'm not out here by myself. We both doing it. We could talk about it. I'm making more money than you, so that's cool. My chance of getting out of this shit is better than yours. But at least I can say I put you on if you making some money. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
This
So-
is so insidious, bro. It's crazy. But let me stop, man.
205 Will. Thanks for the super chat. By the way, I put you in the fish tank. Yours is this green and burgundy one. The one right here. You see the 205 and it spells your name out. It's coming out. Also, Dallas Cowboy, I put you in here. Yours is longer. I haven't seen it yet, but you're in the fish tank too, brother.
Where's mine?
Yours for being a member. Hold on. Yours is long. Sweet Melody Speaks. I did the whole thing. I didn't just do melody. Hold on. Here's Manna Tomorrow. Let me see. Michael Ross.
Mine can't be the pink one?
It randomly picks the numbers.
Oh.
This is the type of stuff you do when you major in computer science and have spare time.
Right.
Let me
That's
see.
dope. I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What language you using, GC? I need you to teach me some coding, man.
This is Java.
Damn it. Okay, well, all right. We can do a crash course on that real quick, and then I'll be good.
Oh, you should check out this website called edx.org. They get free online courses for about Harvard, MIT, and other
Yes,
colleges. Yeah.
I should do it though because a lot of the tutorials have heavy accents, particularly Indian.
Yeah, right. It's always
Yeah.
Indian cats, yo. That's why I be like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Oh, okay.
So maybe they need to hear East Oakland, California accent. maybe that'll go.
Or they need
away.
to hear a brother. Listen,
Yeah.
listen to
Something that they can relate to, something that people are used to, or
Yeah.
used to. Melody, I can't find yours. I can't find Dallas Cowboy either. Help me out.
Oh,
You motherfuckers
Oh,
ain't.
wait. Here it is. So you're right here. Hold
where?
on. It's out on the other side. MELODY.
Oh, cool. I don't
And
see
then S.
Hey, look, Melanie put me onto her game. She sent the cash out.
SEA. Yeah. So
and then
the bigger
calls
one.
the bank and cancels her shit, talking about she didn't do that. That's what happens.
Wait, what happened?
Nothing.
I didn't hear you.
The smaller ones, when a bigger one comes up, it interrupts the smaller fish. So sometimes it's hard to get the longer names to stay.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, because yours is smaller. Like the higher tier you are, the bigger fish you get. Like mine's is the biggest one right so far, so it never gets messed up. Number 16 is the second biggest one. His can only get messed up by me, and it's about to. So that's how that worked. But I still haven't seen Dallas Cowboy yet. I know I put him in there.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you probably haven't formed yet. But yeah, somebody, if y'all see Dallas Cowboy, let me know what color it is in the chat room, please. But my bad, I went on a tangent.
That's all good.
Yeah. But yeah, the Fresh and Fit on Saturday. Oh, it was these two girls. I told you about the other one. The other one was black and Chinese. And
That's when they got kicked out.
yeah, you saw it?
Well, I caught the replay. Like I saw like the beginning, and then I stepped out. I went, into the city, but then I came back later that morning, early Sunday, and I was like, "Oh shit, that should be crazy." Because it's always like the ones you be like, "Damn, she kind of fine," but they don't know how to act. And I like the fact that.
And the funny thing about it is that black and Chinese one, Chinese one, he spent almost an hour trying to kick her out.
Yeah. They had security come up. I saw that. Like she did not want to leave. Like
she tried. She tried to lie and say they stole $1,700 out their purse, which they didn't. She didn't even have no money like that. So these just
What are y'all talking about?
Crazy. The Fresh and Fit. I was telling you to check out.
Somebody said somebody stole money.
That's what she was trying to say. She was trying to get back at him and manipulate him. Like,
yeah.
Some pretty girls just psycho and self-entitled.
She was crazy.
Yeah,
they disrespected him. They disrespected him, so he had to kick him out. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the other girl left, but the black and Chinese one, she stayed, tried to beg, told him, "Where my shoes?" They told her shoes out the door. And they videotaped the whole thing. Just
her shoes were right there. He was like, "There go your shoes. Get your shoes on and get the fuck out." They end up calling security, building security, because they got security
Yeah.
in the joint. This is why I fuck with them. Like a lot of cats might be
Mhm.
hate, but their production is like official, bro. Like
Exactly.
they got people behind the boards and all that shit, working the cameras, and they got motherfuckers that can escort you up out of there
Easy on the
too.
squares. Easy on the squares.
Oh,
though.
my bad. But yeah. It was I saw that and I was like, because we laugh and joke about the Frank Castle thing, but yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh wow, she didn't want to leave.
You can't let chicks cross line like that. It doesn't matter how beautiful you are. Like, yo, that's the problem. They chicks like that is not used to having dudes kick them out on the first. No, tell them off on the first get go. Like they always let it slide multiple times, then they curse them out. Like,
It's
nah,
bigger
like, you
than
cross
that,
your line
though.
once and that's it. Like,
It's bigger than that, Mel. She was under the impression that okay, female privilege is going to win because
exactly.
it traditionally has. So she wanted to prove a point. Like I've seen this before. I even heard of that podcast before they took off. Like I said, Game Changer. Remember, I was telling you I had got kicked out of a Facebook group when I started like reposting your content and Kendra D's content and basically challenging some of the different perspectives in a Facebook group I was in, and I got kicked out.
You didn't tell me that.
Saying? We talked about it because I said the DMV social, and you was like, "Oh, word! This is like a year and a half, almost 2 years ago now."
I just don't remember. Yeah.
I know, but yeah, like I had got kicked out of that Facebook group, so I don't even really be on Facebook like that because I seen like, oh, okay, like because they have male and female moderators, but anybody can kick you out at any time. So they looked at like I was too provocative, I was too much of a contrarian, as some people might say. But really, I was just presenting a different narrative. And I was like, yo, okay, explain this. Let's have a conversation about this type of thing. So it's the same situation to where it's like, if you don't agree or if you present any type of opposition, that's where typically we've been at. It's easy to kick a brother out of a group when it's that. But now these guys are getting so big, okay, they can kick you out. But she tried to exercise her feminine privilege, right? To say, oh, I'm not leaving. And she was attractive. I'm not going to take that from her. That chick was kind of bad. You're like, but he was like, yo, look, man, you got to go. Y'all being mad wild. Y'all disrespectful. Y'all got to get the fuck out. It is what it is. And
exactly.
Like said, the one chick left. The other chick, it's the same thing how Kevin presents it.
Like he tell these chicks, like, don't over talk me. I mean, that's what these chicks did. Conte over talk them, disrespect them on his platform. Like, nah, you got to get out. Matter of fact, he did it like this in the chat room. Press 1 if you want me to turn to Frank Castle and get these chicks out of here.
I'm glad to see men finally stepping up.
Right. Exactly. That's what we're talking about.
Like that. Yeah. Like,
yeah. But it's cancel culture. So she thought that because again, she's an OnlyFans chick, she has a certain type of following, like, okay, my influence is gonna outweigh whatever y'all got going on. I can get y'all canceled. I'm gonna play this role, I'm gonna hold the line. And yeah, it is.
Well, not funny. She's not even she's not an OnlyFans chick. She says she's I forgot what position she had.
I thought she was the OnlyFans
in the medical field or whatever. This high accomplishment, and then she that fly. But she's like you ever see a pretty girl that has that little stiff face, like trying to act like she docile, but it might be something wrong with her inside. And Fresh caught that. Like
they all have that.
There's something about you that's kind of like wrong right there. Like, yo, you present something like you docile, quiet, but there's something crazy up there. And it was. Yo, he had this homeboy who wanted to have to perform an exorcism on the chick. That's how bad it was. Like, damn.
I ain't gonna go
posted
that far.
on Instagram talking about I'm going to the police to report these guys. They stole $1,700 out of my purse. And she didn't realize, we have video camera that videotape the whole entire thing. We didn't steal nothing from you and everything. Even when the cops showed up, they didn't take up. She came back with the cops. They didn't even take. They found out his story and they videotaped it. They know she felt embarrassed. Now she want to try to go to court and everything. It ain't gonna work. But that's how far these chicks are going now these days. Like, yo, even when you got videotape proof, you still acting pretty privileged. Like,
That's just society, though. That's where we at.
Yeah, they let it get to their head, all those compliments and everything.
yeah.
Right.
So they take it out on other men. It's crazy.
And I didn't want it to go that far, but I thought that was important to kind of just solidify, you know, for what it's worth coming from me. But I saw it and I was like, oh, this is crazy. But I saw the other joint too, because there was a chick that got kicked out. She came back, she apologized.
Yeah, that's the only one I've seen. That's the only I've seen in my entire life. That she would go back and face a guy face to face and apologize for her wrongs and actually admit it. Like she just apologized. She admitted her wrongs and everything. Like, you know, she took 100% self accountability. I ain't
So
never
when she
felt
did that,
no
did they let her stay?
No, I think she left on her own. Yeah, she left on her own. Yeah, but she came back with the, you know, let her know she was wrong. She went too far in the accountability. Like, you know, this is your platform, and I shouldn't act like that. Like, man, like it takes it. That's one thing a lot of women don't realize. Yo, we will respect y'all a lot more when y'all take full 100% accountability for your part, because y'all keep forcing that self accountability on one side on our part. We can even tell some females they be presenting fake self accountability when they be like, I'm wrong for this, yes. But when you hear that but, oh yeah, then you're not really taking self accountability, because now you're trying to fix something to say part of it's my fault also too. I'm like, nah, like yeah, like y'all could go so far with this first step, self accountability 100% with men.
Everything before the word but is bullcrap.
Exactly.
So 205 Will, thanks a lot, brother. I appreciate you. And he said they call them pay pigs. Yeah, they want to. Yeah, the level of respect for men in the West has diminished to almost nothing. You know, almost nothing. So, and that includes like boys and, you know, mother to son, stuff like that. Also, Dallas Cowboy, I found your thing. It's like pink and orange, I think. I think it's this one. Oh well. Next time it'll be a different color.
Yeah. CC, I got a question to ask you though.
What's up?
So if we talk about, you know, pay for play, and we can acknowledge that there's a lack of respect, what would you advise? And I'm not saying you speak for all men. I'm just asking from your own general, you know, personal point of view. What would you advise to brothers that think that, okay, well, if I can't engage in a traditional relationship or traditional everyday casual sex, and this is an option, right? But there's a lack of respect over here too. What would you advise brothers to do? If anything?
Well, if respect is important to you, as it is to most, then you just don't deal with people that don't have respect for you. You know,
simple enough. Yeah, that's simple enough.
Yeah, that's the easiest thing. Now, as it relates to prostitutes, I'm not certain if it's the case, but there's really only one tribe, and I did a video on this. There's really only one tribe of women who prostitutes. It's check it out. It's called Why Are Black Prostitutes Paid the Least? And it's because they reputedly and openly are disrespectful to the Tricks and Johns.
I would throw Hispanic women in there too.
Yeah, Hispanic, yes, definitely.
Yeah. Like
so
I have experience with that.
If respect is important and you really want to buy a prostitute, then you know, don't buy the one that's disrespectful. It's your money. I mean, you know, just like with anything. Like if you go to a restaurant and the waitress is disrespectful, you know, then you just don't go to that restaurant anymore.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's no different from, like you just said, like going to a service and everything. You go to an employee that's not going to respect you for providing their services, don't go to them no more.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the part that I thought was funny, right? Because again, man, I be low key, and I don't want to say too much, but like I come across different articles. I be reading some of this stuff, and I be like, man, hold on, oh man, and then like I'll hear somebody say like, well, you know, customer service is important, so the reason that I'm successful as I am is because of blah 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 blah. and that'll be like following something where it's like bash, laugh, joke, expose, talk about, like they made this new rule, I guess, on Reddit to where like because some of these chicks was like posting dudes like names in the joint with screenshots, like look at what this clown said to me. It didn't have like his whole government name up there in the whole conversation. And then like they banned that. They were shutting stuff down. I was like, yeah, I'm laughing the whole time at all of this stuff because it's funny, but I understand it. Like, wow, like you know, what happened to discretion? The game is not what it used to be, I guess, you know, in the 70s or the 80s now, like, because everything's about clout.
Well,
But,
I mean, and the women who do that really don't realize how it makes their entire tribe look bad, because now, you know, now a guy's not going to mess with a tribe. You know, people who don't want to get doxxed like that, it's like, not only am I not messing with you, I'm not going to mess with those who are like you, you know, meaning like if you are a Scorpio, I'm not going to mess with you. I'm not going to mess with other Scorpio, you know, girl. Like, you know, nobody wants to deal with that crap. So a lot of what's going on, yeah, it can be avoided, and you probably just have to, I don't know, buy more expensive prostitutes.
Oh yeah.
No, like, I mean, that's how it works, you know.
Get your money up, fellas.
Yeah,
if that's what you want to do.
Discretion is key in this business.
Well, I mean, I was speaking more to the respect thing, but you know,
yeah,
that too. Discretion is key, and you know,
right.
But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird for a woman to be a prostitute in America.
Mm-hmm.
To me, because it means that something is wrong. Like,
wait, say that again.
If for a woman to be a prostitute in America, it means that something is wrong, because there's other work you could be doing, but you would rather suck penis.
It's the culture, GC.
Culture,
like,
there's a prostitution culture, but that is something wrong. It means
not what I
you're
meant.
sucking penis for the culture.
That's not what I meant.
I meant, it's not by us. It's not by the men out of customers that's funding it. Of course, that's only one part, but it's actually a small part. It's the women that's supporting these women to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the girl power movement, the liberals, and all that crap.
Yeah.
There's no class of conservativeness like the way it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? We got people looking up to Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B and even as far as Fat Moo Cow Lizzo, everything as empowerment chicks.
Well, no, I mean, I understand promiscuity. I get that portion. What I'm saying is, between like stripping, you know, OnlyFans and all the other porn, like between like all this stuff that they could be doing with their bodies and possibly making more, and doing less, why are you selling it? I don't know. I mean,
you prefer them to do like
that's the world of
webcam videos and porn movies?
Say that again.
Yeah, you preferring them to do like adult movies and webcam videos instead of going out pay for play like escorting?
Well, it's not really my preference, you know. Because
I'm not saying your preference, but you know, but that you was sound like preferring them to do that way, like do like a dope movie with dope movie companies that are going out and escorting.
Well, I'm saying it makes more sense. I'm saying that it makes more sense here. But let me show you something.
Yeah.
Let me show you what I mean.
I think I kind of putting it together what you mean.
Yeah.
Why
you pulling it up? Let me just give my little spiel. Like,
yeah,
from my understanding, it's like I said. When I say the culture, I mean the get money quick culture. Like I've known strippers that strip, and I've known escort. I didn't know the escort before OnlyFans took off, and like IG models was popular. Like I said, I met women. They were admittedly making fake flyers saying they were hosting events in certain cities, but literally they were going there because somebody flew them out. So they were advertising, hey, I'm going to be in this area. And it was like some low key behind the scene, but these chicks lived in like the high rises. They drove the Benz, they had the bags. I didn't know, like, oh, so you're basically prostituting or escorting, right? You know, but they were participating in this before it became a big deal. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at, where it's like, Oh,
And,
okay.
and another factor is also too when it comes to you feel like they should do adult movies like for Bang Bros and all that stuff. They not most of them is not making big money like that in the porn industry like it was back during the VHS days
Nah,
when
come on,
internet
GC.
came
You
out
always
and
no,
Well,
no,
even still, see,
no,
all
not
right,
Sun
take a look at
Pie, man. Come on, man,
yes,
not Sun Pie. We gotta take her down, bro. Come on,
no,
man.
no, no, no.
who's
This
this
isn't
chick?
bad. This isn't bad. You have the same crush on her that I do. This isn't a bad thing. But take her for example.
Okay.
She's not a prostitute, so like, nor
She know what
should
she
she
doing
be.
though.
Yeah, she knows what she's
Yeah.
doing. But
Her hair
what I'm
flip, all
saying
that.
is,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, women could just get paid doing this. Like, you could just get paid doing this. Just do this. Just pretend like you have a pretend like, hold on, let me give Ray the link. Just pretend like you're a gamer and get a bunch of people to subscribe to your channel and look like that all the time. Like, she don't have to. So I don't get why in the West, because she's British. In the West, why would you do that when you could be doing this? So it means that you are.
I see. I see.
So you see what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like what you could just do this for like 30 minutes and you know and get a bag and stuff like that and do whatever stuff and just look like that. So what it means to me, and trust me, I don't solicit, but what it means to me is that women that look like this aren't prostituting in the West.
That's true. I
So
agree with that. Yeah.
so
That's
why
true.
buy one? Like I mean, like, you know, I would assume that if you buy one, you're doing it to get something that look like Sun Pie.
Well, because I would
Ooh.
say this technically, she could actually make more. She can make more money actually selling her pussy, her vagina, having
She
sex
doesn't
than
have
doing
to
webcam
though.
and
She
stuff
knows
like
she
that.
don't have to. Women
I
that look
don't know
like
if she
her,
would make more.
women that look like her, they don't have to sell it though. So it's like the if we want to say like the 4, 5s, and 6s, maybe some 7s. If we're being honest, like it's the average to like you're slightly above average chicks that will participate in that. But the reality, because like she works, like it takes work making content. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Even if it's video game or whatever, like GC knows it takes work. Like you doing research, looking at videos. Like I said, I produce podcasts and internet radio for years. That shit takes work. We make it
Matter
look
of
easy.
fact,
It work,
I don't know.
but
You
I
ever
work
heard?
harder. I work harder and make a lot less, I'm sure.
Yeah,
And
you
that's
ever
because
seen
Facts.
that? You ever
Okay.
seen that model? I forgot her name. She light skinned, but she has like a long tongue. She always stick her tongue out. She was IG modeling, sticking her tongue out.
Oh, I think
Like,
I remember that chick.
yeah, I think her name started with a K or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
she made
Yeah.
6 figures just sticking out her tongue.
Her tongue was abnormally long though. Like that shit was
Exactly.
scary long. Like, ooh.
But it's like a turn on, like to a lot of dudes out there. Like, so I do get what GC is saying, though. Definitely, like, you know what I'm saying?
no. What I'm saying that is, in the West, the women that you want probably are doing stuff like this and not actually selling it.
Fair enough.
And the women who are selling it are the ones that need a quick meth hit or something like that. I don't
Right.
Nah,
Man. No, but they are. That's the point I was trying to make earlier, and I lost my train of thought. Though it really comes down to the culture, the quick cash. Like I was saying, I knew chicks that
Exactly.
stripped. They did it because they was like, "Yo, I can make like 2,000-3,000 in a night. You know, I can make 10,000 in a week." And then chicks was like, "Oh, I can make even more without dancing in the club because that's more work, right? To be putting on a set, you sweating and you got to work the room and you on the pole and you got multiple." They was like, "Shit, I can goddamn fly out somewhere, go see a dude. I can charge him whatever I charge him, you know what I'm saying, for a night or some
But that's
hours."
dangerous.
Right.
But they're
This
willing
is
to
the
do that.
this
Because
is
remember,
the
it's fast
right.
cash.
They
They
thinking
could
about the
get
money.
exactly. They could get paid 10 G's for that one day with that one person. Fight, you know what I'm saying? Versus being on a webcam for a week and trying to juice dudes for money. Because don't think it's that easy. They spend all the time talking to dudes. They give them $5 tips. The same way in YouTube where you get your cash, your dang, what's the damn thing y'all get paid for? The cash thing.
cash up.
Yeah, the Cash App and the what's the name? The super chats.
Uh-huh.
You know that. And see how many times y'all, depending on your channel, your quality content, and all that stuff. Some of y'all get like 5, 10, and even no more than $100. Some would actually get 500 and up and all that shit sometimes, depending on their content and quality of work. But that's not gonna happen for everybody and stuff. But
Facts.
you see how long? If add up all the super chats all together, if y'all make 10 G's, y'all probably take like a week or even something like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, where she can make that in one day or even a couple of hours, just being flown out with a guy that's gonna spend a couple hours with her.
That's
Come on.
true.
I appreciate y'all, but I do not get 10 G's in 3 weeks from
No,
Super
but
Chats.
so
But that's you never.
Hey,
You
we-
won't, but a pretty girl would.
right, and we heard
And that's
about
my point, Melody. You see my point that like so it means that if you're on the street, you're not pretty.
GC, but we've
You
heard
know,
about
like if you were pretty, you wouldn't be on the street or you wouldn't be
That's
selling
another
it
thing. Not
right.
every they're not on the streets like that either. Too prostitutes not walking on the street like that. You all right? Yeah, the ugly crackheaded ones are probably walking the street, but the highly attractive ones, no, they have to. You have to send them emails through either their website, social media, or escorting website, and they have to verify you, your identity. They ask for all these verifications, your email, your job, your ID, and everything for their safety. And you have to have references of past escorts that you've seen, so they know that you're a legit and safe person and stuff. So they screen.
So yeah, I mean, so like say you're that chick, right? Say you're that chick, you look like Senpai, and you know, however you don't have that screen appearance, you know. Why you could sell it or you can like work at like a $250 a plate restaurant.
Be a
And
bartender. If you're pretty, be
Yeah,
a
no
bartender.
GC.
You'll make a
no,
lot
just
of money.
work in any
Trust me.
industry where there's tips.
GC, Mel,
Any
Right.
come
industry
on,
where
listen.
there's tips.
Let me just throw this out there. We have
Mhm.
all heard about the Dubai story. They're not flying out
Exactly. They not
4, 5, or
exactly.
6s. These are 8, 9s, and 10s that are getting pissed and shit on for 10 grand by some Saudi prince. He got it. It's play money. I'll cover your flight first class. You got the lay down seats. You know, the private little thing. You know what I'm saying? What is that? The Emirates. What is that? The Emirates joints that you fly on when you go. Like, come on, man. Like,
Nope.
and then they take pictures. Oh, I'm in Dubai. We see it. It's not with no dude, but it's like on some balcony, some restaurant, some food. You in a towel. Either you just got pissed or shit on, or you're about to get pissed or shit on. But like, this is now becoming like, you know, released information because other people that you know have been in those rooms that see it and be, oh, I follow this chick on IG. Oh, you such and such. Oh, you this. Oh, you. Oh, snap. What? Oh, wait. Wow.
Some chicks are willing to sell their soul and their dignity for the right amount.
Get that bag.
Well, I mean, if it works, you know, I'm talking about really the like affordable ones for the day-to-day truck driver or something like that. No, honestly, this is why I think of truck drivers like at the truck stops and stuff, and I'm like, why are they there? That's what I'm thinking about. Like those chicks, like
those are the ones that need the meth hit.
Yo, what's up, GC? What's up, y'all? Melody.
Hey, what's going on?
Let me read this and then I got you, right? All right. It says, but it says complex design says, let's see, the issue is ultimately up for the woman to correct and hold each other accountable. It's not really the men's fight. Yeah, that's true because it's their reputation that's on the line. I definitely agree with that. You're in the fish tank, RX, so I'm gonna put it up in a second. And Cash App. Cash App from Theodore. You're in the fish tank. Let's see. It says for great content, critical analysis of others. I appreciate you, brother. All right, go ahead, Ray.
Nah, man. Yeah, I was just saying shit. So this shit was about this chick that was selling these females. Selling them a false ass way to get money out of dudes. That's all this shit is about.
Exactly. Yep.
That kind of relates to earlier, man, on the breakdown when they had this one bitch on there talking about her name is Goddess Adina or some shit. You know what I mean? She's talking about like using spirituality, whatever, to basically get what you want out of a man or some shit.
Wait.
Or
That
What
sounds like
makes
Sarah Zevon
spirituality?
types method, because she's a witch also too in the voodoo.
Wait. What does she mean spirituality? Because like when I hear that, I think like religion. Like what is she?
So
What is
using like voodoo,
like,
Wiccan, and
yeah,
spells.
that witch
Like,
shit, man.
yeah,
Let's
Sarah
go.
Zevon
But
does
she's a
that also.
sex
Let's
worker.
go. Right. And she's
Fuck
married.
that.
Make that make
so?
sense.
How does it work? So is she making voodoo dolls and then humping it? Like how did what is what? Yeah.
But some of the methods be like, to try to mind control the guy that you with, to manipulate him and stuff. Like that's what Sarah Zevon does also too, and stuff like certain tactics. Like she's into that Wiccan lifestyle also too on the side, like crazy, like the dark magic, white magic, and all that stuff, and using the spirits, depending on what spirit that guy is. If he was like a serial killer or whatever, everything. Use him to do black magic, bad luck on people.
Nigga, no, and it was on there talking about the black woman is goddess and some shit. I was hearing. I'm like, because I was kind of in and out.
He's
I was
young
like,
spirit, bro.
oh
He's
hell,
young
oh my
spirit.
bad. Yeah, talking about like a black woman is goddess and all that stuff, dude. I'm like, what is really going on? So yeah, I was a little heated in that. You know what I mean? So I was talking shit, man, in the damn chat. So yeah, you just have to go back and check it out, bro. It's just
Yeah.
crazy.
I stay away from any chick that says goddess anything or something like that.
Yeah. That's why I was like looking at them all deranged, and I'm like, no, like no, y'all are made for us. You know what I mean? For the man. Not the other way around. It shouldn't be all about what we can do for you and all this talk and all that stuff. Y'all got all this talk about that, but not what you can do for the man. So,
Right.
that's
she was a feminist.
that's the ultimate thing. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was a feminist.
so
She was a big feminist.
so
Yeah.
who
Yeah,
predicted
you was there too, Melody, wasn't you?
Yeah,
Oh, I was there
That's
for
crazy.
sure.
Yeah.
who predicted
Oh man.
that the channel would take that turn? Well, nah, I'm just saying.
Hey, chill out. Hey, so what are your thoughts on that though? Women that try to use spirituality to justify being the Jezebel.
I mean that shit's just number plain evil, bro. Like real talk. Like there's no dancing around it, and it is plain evil. Like stay away from it. Keep it the hell away from me. I don't. Yeah. No.
Hey, Apple Girl, you didn't get a chance to speak on Obsidian, so if you want to come up and get what you have to say out, go ahead and do that. 'Cause I'm about
She
to shut
said
down.
she was gonna come up. Come up,
Oh,
Apple Girl.
Hey,
Yeah, definitely.
so
Yeah.
Ray,
I told him like twice. I'm like, yeah.
so
But
let me.
yeah, cool thing.
Can I ask y'all, the fellas? So what are your thoughts on? Because then the counter was, oh well, you are just effeminate or weak men if you can't handle a woman that takes this position. What are your thoughts on that?
What type of position?
Meaning,
position?
like, if you're not willing to accept, like we just talked about, a
Oh,
woman
yeah.
that's
I know,
willing to
yeah.
use spirituality
Shaming
or whatever
tactics.
to justify being a Jezebel. That's just my personal take on it. Like, oh, you a hoe, like get out of here. You
Yeah,
try to
yeah.
justify, call it
Exactly.
sexual liberalization. And then
That's
if I
just
don't
another
accept
high
it,
form of an That's just another high form of the application of bending the damn knee and and bowing down to them, like and it's all about them what they can receive. You know what I mean? Because if you hear these women, you know how they talk. You know what I mean? A woman who's a true pick me, the capital P, will be talking about damn it, of what she can do for her man, for thus her husband. You know what I mean? That will just have this glow about her, man. It will just cause a lot of guys to be drawn to that. You know what I mean? Because that's basically the ultimate woman.
So to
Now,
follow up, I got
did
one.
see the thumbnail.
A woman who is totally submissive to her man. You know what I mean? She's going to be having those kind of talks, not these kind of talks of bound down and using witchcraft and all that. That's why I'm in the chat. Like, what in the hell is wrong with you heifers?
So I got one last question, GC, and I'm out of there. Because I asked him on that same panel, okay, if all of this is cool and acceptable, then what is the definition of a virtuous woman?
Okay.
What's the place? What's the point of that? Like, it was crickets chirping like right now. And then it was like, well, what's your definition of a virtuous woman? This, then, and I gave my little spiel towards the end, of the debate or the conversation. But I thought that was important because it's like you can't have it both ways. You want all this free sexual access and liberation to do whatever you want to do. And okay, if for whatever reason you lack the ability or drive to acquire any type of skill in a free operating capitalist society to where you can do whatever it is that you want to do, and you resort to the easiest and oldest form of, making some money, but then you want to be glorified as if like, and this was what Kevin pointed out on Fresh and Fit joint. These chicks literally like, oh, I make $10,000 a month. They equivalent themselves the same level as like a CEO that makes money, or GC as you. If you create this app, or when you release, the project you're working on, and you're like, boom, this next tech guru, you're making all this money because she makes the same amount of money selling ass and pictures. She equal to you. Like, so I just asked the question, okay, if this is cool, this is acceptable, and I'm not judging. Do what you got to do. Accept what comes with it, but do what you got to do. But when we talk about a virtuous woman, what does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think that they want the status that they want their occupation to have a certain status in all circles. Right now, it only has status in similar circles, or status amongst like-minded women and men, but really, it doesn't have any status on a virtuous thing. To be honest, I really don't mind women who are prostitutes. In fact, I would much rather them be prostitutes than other stuff, because if they were prostitutes, then they would actually be doing something that men enjoy, versus a woman who's like the chick that we interviewed, or that I showed earlier, who was just talking about how to finesse, getting your nails did out of a guy. Like, stuff like that is just annoying. Just like, listen, if you want to sell it, just sell it.
I'll be like, bitch, oh, look, my bad. You better use your own money.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, at least that's more straightforward and direct prostitution, and, if the guy wants it, he just does that and he knows what he's getting. He's not being tricked. He's not being, told that I'm going on the trip to Rome. Can I have some money? Like, he's not being finessed in that way. So, that would be preferable. And keep in mind that they're still, as far as status goes, to me, they're still on the same thing. Like, I don't really look at them as being greater than prostitutes or anything. I just don't.
But yeah. Now I remember she was a sex worker. Yeah, that's what that chick was on that channel. Yeah, broke down earlier.
Yeah,
a sex worker. Yeah.
But the whole point of a woman finessing a guy is to prevent from her giving up the pussy.
Yeah, right? I know. That's what I'm saying. So it's more beneficial for the guy for her to just sell it direct.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but these women are selling each other's fantasies that, I'm convincing guys to give me $5,000 and I'm not sleeping with them. They're selling each other's fantasy. They're not actually doing this. But Apple Girl, what's on your mind? What did you have on your mind yesterday?
Hello?
Apple. Yeah.
Hey, Apple.
Hi. Yesterday, what I wanted to say was that I think, it seems like the men are perceiving that because women take them back after they cheat, they perceive that as we like it. And the title even said it said the word love, right? So they perceive it as we just love being cheated on. And I was just saying that's not true, but I what I got from listening to everyone talk was that that's how y'all are perceiving it. And what I wanted to say, which I didn't get a chance to say, was that as women, we have to change our behavior, because it doesn't matter how many times we tell them, I don't like getting cheated on. They're going to think that it's different because we keep taking them back.
Why do y'all keep taking them back if y'all don't like being cheated on?
Right. And I think because women are, they're emotionally connected to their man. That's why they
But
taking that.
here's another
And
question I
do you
want to
also
ask.
think?
With that.
Oh, go
You
ahead.
you deal with a guy that constantly cheating on you, but before you got with that guy, there was probably like 5 other guys that was actual suitable candidates that would never cheat on you, and you didn't choose those 5 candidates. You chose the 6th one that always showed signs that he was no good.
Can I
The
say
thing,
something? Because they're probably addicted to the penis. Sometimes when the sex is really good, it's hard to give it up because it's
well, not,
hard to find,
well, not
good
just,
penis.
Well, I wouldn't even just say about the
well, a
sex.
little bit more than that.
Yeah.
The bad boys, the daredevils. You know what I mean? Those motherfuckers, you know, that attracted them the most.
That's true too.
You know what I mean? That they
Like
kept
I
going
know,
forward and all that.
like I know that supposed Doug has been traction has been debunked and everything, but even still, the difference between logic and emotions and stuff like that. Okay, you dealing with this guy who has a baby mama who barely take care of his kid, but yet you think because he's messing with you, he's not going to do the same thing to you. And unfortunately, you want to becoming baby mama number 2, and you move on to the next chick.
I'm telling you what it is.
Yeah.
So,
It's not just the D. That's
It's
like
the D.
what the guy said. It's the whole package because that's actually before she got the D.
well, ladies, so I think you know this, but just in case you don't, I'm going to make it plain. Guys do want multiple lovers. We
Mhm.
just do. That's the way we're wired.
Yeah.
In an attempt to achieve this goal, you're saying that it's most effective, a woman's feeling aside, you're saying that it's most effective to lie in the beginning and sell fidelity, get her hooked on the penis or whatever,
Who said that? I didn't say that.
No, I'm asking, would you agree with this statement? That would be the best way to achieve the goal, or would it be best to just honestly say in the beginning, listen, I am polygamous and I am interested in having multiple lovers? What do you think would give the guy the best results? And that came up yesterday.
Apple first or me?
Alphabetical order. Go ahead, Apple.
Wow. I really have no idea which one to work with. I mean, y'all should just do what y'all want. I don't know. I really have no idea.
Okay. Melody, and then I have another question.
Okay, come direct with me. If that's what you want, present it to me, and maybe I'm for it, maybe I'm not. But I think you should be honest with me from the door.
Perfect answer. That's a perfect answer.
That sounds good. That sounds good at Disney World, but that's
Yeah,
not
I know. But what if? So say I'm a guy with some good penis, right? I have to get it inside you first, and to get you addicted. So I say what's necessary to get you inside, to get it inside, and then once you're addicted, then I say, blah blah blah. It seemed like that would be more effective because you like that penis.
Well, that's
no.
what
I
happens.
think Melanie was alluding to, just like she said, be straight direct with your intentions, what type of relationship you want.
But she might not
in advance that if you in the party
that's
lifestyle.
That's not realistic. That's not.
That is realistic.
But I'm saying she might not be in that lifestyle.
That is realistic.
If my job
the only guys that can come to a chick and talk about, hey, I want to fuck you and fuck other women, are guys that that are popular, got money. They ain't gonna take that from some. They gonna take that from some Negro with some regular blue collar job.
No.
Nobody knows shit about it.
The entity of the carousel.
Wow. They're blue collar dudes, and I know some of them stuff that's in poly lifestyles also too, or at least open relationships. They were straight direct with their woman. I want to have multiple lovers, and the woman agreed to it. The point is, most guys are not going to do it because they'd rather be doing indirect shit
to
women.
All right, let's get out of there. Let me ask a second question. Apple and Melody, would you prefer to share an exceptional guy or to have an unexceptional guy all to yourself?
Define what you mean by
So an exceptional guy would be Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan is an exceptional guy. However, if you were to get with him, you would have to understand that his attention, time, and money and affection will be divided between you and 4 other women. However, if you were to get with an unexceptional guy, let's just say an accountant who's average looking and drives an average car and lives in an average home, he'll be faithful, primarily and he's average height, and average body build and stuff like that. Which would you prefer?
I mean, accountants make good money, so I'd go with that.
Well, when I say average, I mean average in every way. I don't know how much accountants make. But let's just say, so 42. Who makes 42K?
Well, think about it this way. You know the actor Wendell Pierce, the
No. Right quick. Who makes 42K? What's a job that a guy has that makes 42K? A painter. Let's say you paint houses. You own your own house painting business, right? And at the end of the year, you get that 42 to 50K, right? That's what you do. It's honest work. The cops is never going to kick down the door. You're that dude. So what's that? Do you take that, or do you take the Michael B. Jordan, what a trust fund?
I'd take the average guy.
Okay. Mel?
I will probably take the average guy as well, but the modern Black woman will take the other one.
You think so? Yeah, it reminds me of that movie Temptation, where she was set with that dilemma. Even though they both were like off-shirt dudes, the dudes that take off their shirt at random times, but because they can.
One was higher status than the other.
Yeah, one was like a tech billionaire, and the other one was, he wanted to own his own pharmaceutical company one day.
At least 80% of the women will take Michael B. Jordan. Come on, let's be
real. Exactly.
At least 80%.
Okay, so the average guy, does he look good at least? Is he good in bed?
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
No, man, Gigi laid the example.
He's average. No. Part of the example, Mel, is that he's average looking, meaning that he's not necessarily an off-shirt dude, and he has average sexual performance.
The sex, though, oh my God, it gotta be good.
Average means you're passing. It means you have a C. He has C+ sexual abilities.
That's hard. I can't answer that. Because I don't care. Like, you can be making, I don't care how much, as long as you have enough, to, let me see what I'm trying to say.
But see, on the flip side of that is
most. Yeah. Like,
see, the flip side of that is if he's has average sex skills and he's making all this money, the woman might cheat on him.
Yeah,
but don't women? But don't women eventually adapt to the sex? I mean, regardless how good it is. I mean,
it's adaptable.
Well, I think it's the men that are
I don't know.
If he actually improves in time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think what you're describing, Ray, is the men adapting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it does get better for both of them. So yeah.
But that man's not improving. Let's say he has a small penis and stuff, and she's still being with him just because he's good-hearted and provide. But his penis is not going to change. It's not going to even grow and girth.
But if men and women have been having sex for a while.
Listen, this is what I'm talking about. I want y'all to picture a black Hank Hill. I want y'all to picture a black man that sells propane and propane accessories. And he's an average guy. He lives in an average Texas home and stuff like that. And, and if he was black, he would have trouble finding an average woman like Peggy Hill. He would, because so many average women want exceptional men. We know that by Miss Average at best. They feel entitled to it. So I'm saying that part of the reasons is because a lot of the women didn't answer the question like Melody and Apple Girl. They would go for the Michael B. They want the Michael B. Jordan to be faithful, which is an unrealistic
faithful alpha.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, is it possible to bring a foreign chick over here and she not fall into this feminist bullshit?
So far so good with me, but
it could be done.
I didn't bring her here, but what helps is that she has a strong community from her own country here.
Yeah,
But she also does hair, and who knows what Keisha's talking about.
exactly. You got to have her still influenced by the culture of our country over here. Moving to certain neighborhoods or towns that's mostly dominate her culture and everything. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, you want to
I
marry
mean,
an overseas woman.
I asked because it's highly unlikely.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. It's possible, but how likely is that?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, yeah, you got, and I seen this. You know, you ever watch this show? I seen clips of it called 90 Day Fiance.
Mhm.
No, I don't.
Yeah, there was this chick that was overseas, got with this dude engaged, but when they got engaged, when they got married, and then all of a sudden they got divorced afterwards. I just got the green card. She wanted to. He's a good paying job, but she wanted to move from Chicago to Miami with friends and all that stuff. Like, she had her own agenda and stuff like that. And then when she actually divorced him and moved to Miami and stuff like that, she found this other guy that felt like it was better than her, but she dumped him and stuff. So, like, yeah, it's kind of hard. You know, it's hard. It could be done, but it is kind of hard though. Like a needle in a haystack. Like,
Yeah.
you really got to make sure your influence is so high over her and stuff that she won't fall into this westernized culture. Because I think Pablo was saying this on his channel with some other dudes. I think they have feminist culture over in Colombia or Brazil, something like that. But it's not the same way as it is over here, because remember, it's more patriotic over there than is over here. So the patriotic influence is still hard over there and stuff.
Yeah. I'm about to shut down, fellas, ladies. Y'all have final thoughts? Let's start with Melody.
Final thoughts. Well, thanks for having me. Great show. That's about it.
Okay.
See you tomorrow on my show. We're gonna talk about the Keishas who want to be Valley girls. We're gonna talk about.
Okay. Look forward to it. Mel, final thoughts?
Definitely, man. Thank you, man, for being on the show, man. It was a good time as always. Definitely.
Okay, appreciate you. Ray?
Oh no, bro, I'm good. I'll just leave them witches alone, motherfuckers.
Okay. All right. Checkmate.
Thanks for having me on. I look forward to joining on like future panels of yours, and I always enjoy hearing you speak on Bernard's channel. So thanks a lot, bro.
Okay. Yeah. Welcome. All right. And Apple Girl.
I don't really have nothing to say. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Apple. Make sure you subscribe to me, Apple.
Okay, I will.
'Cause I want you on my panel. All right, cool.
Hey, Melody, I subscribe to your channel too, so I'll be on your panel too if you let me on.
Definitely. Tomorrow I'll be there.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Okay. So with that, I'd like to thank the members. I would like to thank the Cash Apps and Super Chats, managers and moderators, those who are listening silently, and those who participate in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. And remember, this is Game Changer 00100. Game over. Peace.
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 All right, bro.
See y'all later.